Hey guys, I'm Kelly. This is my channel, Incredible Anyway. It can be really hard as a person with disability and chronic illness to really get behind something big like Team Seas because you wonder, what can you actually do? We need your help to raise $30 million. That's right. Team Seas has worked close with the best not-for-profit agencies in the world and is wanting to get 30 million pounds of trash out of the ocean. And those non-for-profits have guaranteed that for every dollar we raise, we will get a pound of trash out of the ocean. I love it so much. But then a person with chronic illness and disability living on a very limited income, you just don't have money to put out to things that you want to support. And that can be really frustrating. Yeah, you can say, okay, well, maybe I'll give $1, but is that going to make a difference? Yes, because I think if there are 100 of you watching and each of you commit to give $1 to this, well, that's 100 pounds of trash that gets removed out of our ocean. That's a big deal. If you're able to give $1 or $5 to teamseas.org, yeah, that's amazing. But then it gets frustrating, right? Because when you have disability and chronic illness, you go, I can't give to everything I want to support. There are things that you can do, and I'm going to tell you in this video the things that you can do that can make a difference. Even if you can't donate money, we can ask ourselves, are we actually recycling? Things like this, right? So I avoid a lot of plastic. You guys might have seen, I drink out of a glass or reusable container, and I prefer glass because I don't like the taste of stainless steel on my lips, but I use reusable containers because I used to drink out of plastic bottles and I recycled them, and I thought, oh, I'm doing my part. But if you look into recycling of plastic, you will find out that it's actually not as easy as you think, and the amount of plastic that gets recycled doesn't get turned back into those plastic bottles that you're drinking out of. I try to avoid using plastic whenever I can, but things like this, right? This is a syringe. This is a used syringe, and I give myself injections all the time. I have injections given to me all the time, and I can't avoid using this plastic. This is something that's a part of my life and being chronically ill. And I know many of you, you have ports, you've got stuff like this going on. So what I do, some people might put the whole syringe into the sharps container, right? Well, what I do is I remove the needle from my syringe. I put that into my sharps container right away. I disassemble my plunger, which you can easily do by pulling it off. I rinse it out, and then I bring this to a plastic recycling center. I don't know what number plastic this is. It doesn't have it written on there, but I will bring it anyway, just in the case that it can be recycled. Those medication bottles, I don't know if you guys look at your medication bottles, but on the bottom, it will tell you the number of plastics. Now, different places will only take certain numbers. If you're not sure, I would just default to trying. Now, the plastic on the top is different from the plastic here, and I'm looking and it's really tiny. I can't read it. I think it's a different number than the plastic in here. So maybe your place recycles just this. Maybe your place recycles both, but it's worth a try. And I will pull the stickers off of my medication bottles and I recycle them. Thinking about your life and the whole, like, how can you change your life to better the environment? I like to save and Ziploc bags, and I'll wash them out and dry them. Paper products, think about it. Toilet paper, paper towels, those types of things. When you use those, you are using valuable resources of our trees. Trees get cut down, and trees are really important to our environment. Trees are not renewable because they take years and years to grow, whereas a reusable resource is something that can easily be flipped over and over again and doesn't take so much time and isn't going to affect our environment in the same way that cutting down huge trees will. So what I do is I look for products made of bamboo because bamboo is a renewable resource. It grows back really fast and can be made into a lot of similar products that paper products are made into. I have bamboo trash containers so that I don't have to get plastic trash containers. I have, this is actually made of bamboo. This is a little washcloth here, but something that you might not have thought of is toilet paper. So this is toilet paper. It looks exactly like you would get toilet paper. It's white. And this is from Reel brand, R-E-E-L. I got a discount code from another creator. I was already using bamboo toilet paper from Tushy, so that's another place you can check it out. It is expensive, but it's something that I decided to budget for because it's important to me. You might not be able to do that, but it's worth considering, or maybe even if you just got some bamboo toilet paper every once in a while. I also don't use paper towels. So you come to my house, you're not going to get paper towels. You're going to get cloth napkins. And how do I clean up stuff? How do I do things that I would have done with paper towels? Well, I have tons of these. They're tea towels, and I just have them rolled up in my drawer. I use them to clean up messes. I use them to put over food if I don't want it to splatter in the microwave. I use it for pretty much everything, and then I just throw it into the not the dishwasher. I throw it into the washing machine when I'm doing my laundry. So it's just trying to be creative and think about how can I reduce my imprint of the amount of trash that I'm putting out there. You can actually make a difference if you change the way that you're living. And yeah, it can be really hard when you change something that you're used to doing. Maybe you're like, wait, I don't want to do this, Kelly. But just give yourself a month and see, can you do it for a month? And maybe you can, and you'll go, okay, it was a little annoying at first, but I got used to it. I mean, I forgot that people have paper towels in their houses. I really did forget they exist because I haven't had paper towels in my house since 2007. So yeah, I mean, you get used to it. You get used to the way that you live. And if the way that you live is not what's best for our environment, then it's just time to start reevaluating it, right? Like that's the whole point of Team Seas, is for us to be able, of course, to raise this money so that we can get the trash out of our oceans and out of our rivers, but also so that we can be more aware of what are we doing in our everyday life that might actually be contributing to putting trash in our oceans inadvertently and doing things that we didn't realize, oh, that's not the best idea. So I think it would be great for us to all reevaluate that. I'm doing it myself. I would love to hear your ideas. What do you do in your everyday life? Is there anything that I suggested that you're like, hey, I might try that out? Or are you going to donate? The Team Seas .org page is going up right as I am posting this. Hundreds of creators are posting videos at the same time on the same day together. So I haven't seen the teamseas.org website right now. When I can look at it, it has a countdown on it until it goes live. So we'll be watching it, looking at it at the same time, but I'm going to be going and donating. I love you guys. You are not alone. Hear me? You're not alone. Bye. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm pumped. Are you pumped? Are you pumped? I'm pumped. I'm pumped. I'm pumped. I'm out of spoons, but I'm pumped. Yeah. And my heart rate's super high because of this. My watch is like, what are you doing? I'm talking about Team Seas, dude. Yeah, it's high. Team Seas is trying to get $30 million. No. $30 million out of the ocean. That's not it. We want to get 30 million pounds out of the ocean. No. I'm just having a good time.